My name is Kinley Lindhart, and this is why I don't believe in Mormonism. So my speech is on why I don't believe in the Mormon Church. It took away 12 years of my life that I could have lived a lot differently, and I would have liked to live a lot differently, but over these past few years, I've come to terms with a lot of my real beliefs and what I know now. So I'm going to tell you why I don't believe in the Mormon Church. I want to preface, this is why I don't like Mormonism, not why I don't like Mormons. Please don't confuse the two, and please take this speech with just a little grain of salt, knowing that not every Mormon might believe this exact thing, or everything that I say here, so please keep that in mind. My story is long, so I'm going to try and make this quick, but my first topic is sexism. Women in the church aren't allowed to hold any power. They're not allowed to do ordinances, they're not allowed to bless babies, they're not allowed to have power, and here's a photo of the church leaders, for example. As you can see, the quorum of the 12 apostles and the first quorum of the 70, they're all men. Not because women don't run, but because they're not allowed to. Another thing that never sat right with me was the ideas around homosexuality. The church says you can be gay, you just can't act on it. And if you think about that, it's really messed up and really wrong. The God I want to believe in says that love is love. I'm going to try and explain Mormonism in 20 seconds. So, Joseph Smith, the basically mortal god of Mormonism, in 1820, he went to the sacred grove where he had his first vision. Basically, this dude didn't know what religion to follow, so God and Jesus appeared when he went to this field and prayed and told him he should start Mormonism. This was called the first vision. There's about 10 different accounts from Joseph Smith of what this first vision is. And if that is the cornerstone of your religion and you don't exactly know how it went down, I don't know how you can base a religion off of that. Side note on that last one, this first vision that he had happened in 1820. He didn't tell anybody about the first vision or this new Mormon church until 1832, 12 years after it happened. That same dude, Joseph Smith, also had 34 wives, some of which were already married, and some of which were the age of 14. Also, his main wife, Emma, had no clue he had these other wives. Not a good guy. So what? The one true prophet of your church is a polygamist and a liar. What does that have to do with anything? He also made up an entire chapter of one of the books, The Pearl of Great Price, which is one of the scriptures Mormons so closely follow. He said he translated this Book of Abraham from Egyptian scrolls, but Egyptologists look at these Egyptian scrolls. They're not even written in Egyptian. This entire book is wrong, and if you're going to follow scripture so closely, they might as well be historically accurate. I was also never okay with holding hands with a bunch of girls while screaming some chants. That was always really creepy. Another thing I remember from childhood trauma is being sat down with another creepy dude in another creepy room with closed doors without my parents in there. He lined up 10 pennies and told me, one of these you give back to Jesus. That means 10% of your yearly income you give to Jesus. You actually give it to the church, which is a $40 billion corporation. Something most of you already know, coffee or tea is not allowed. Monsters, Red Bulls, 5-Hour Energy, totally fine. Someone want to tell me why? Please explain. The scriptures in general that the church follows are completely out of line with what history actually says. Like, for example, it'll say, cows were in America in 14 something or whatever. This is wrong, but cows weren't in America at that time. It's completely wrong with what history and DNA and evidence actually says. As you can see, this really lights a fire in me because of what it's done to me and my family. And if you still believe it, that's great. That's the good thing about beliefs. You can believe whatever you want, I can believe whatever I want. But this is why I don't believe in the Mormon Church.